Good morning, everybody. In this particular video, I had promised everyone in the class that I'll be making this particular video in order to explain some of the key concepts of the chapter of Hamlet. Right? So, this is the video that I'm making right now, and I will upload this video in Google Classroom in order to explain to you that what has happened in the chapter of Hamlet. Hamlet, as you know, is an important chapter in your final exam. So let me talk about what has happened in the chapter of Hamlet, right? First of all, who is Hamlet? I have told all of these things in the class already, but again I'm making this video so that any one of you, if you have missed it, you can just know once again. Who is Hamlet, first of all? Hamlet is the Prince of Denmark, right? Hamlet is the Prince of Denmark. He actually is a prince at this point of time. He had a father whose name was King Hamlet. The father right now is dead. Hamlet has a mother whose name is Gertrude. Hamlet also has an uncle whose name is Claudius, right? And Hamlet has got a best friend whose name is Horatio. Apart from that, Hamlet has got a lover whose name is Ophelia. Okay, so these are some of the important characters in this particular play. Ophelia's father is Polonius. Okay, these are some of the important characters in this play. So what happens in this particular play or story is that first of all, we get to know that the king of Denmark, that is King Hamlet, the father of Hamlet, he has been murdered by somebody, right? He has been murdered by somebody, and Hamlet's uncle, whose name is Claudius, he has become the new king. So Hamlet wonders that what has happened, what caused the death of his father, why did his father die, how did his father die. So after inquiring about some bit, or the audience means the readers, right, the people who are watching this particular play, they get to know that the King Hamlet, he had been murdered by his own brother, right? He had been murdered by a person whose name is Claudius. Okay. So after murdering King Hamlet, Claudius becomes the new king. Hamlet does not become the king, and this should be a little bit surprising because, as you know that after a king dies, the elder son, means the oldest son of the king becomes the new king, right? But Hamlet does not become the king, right? And Hamlet gets very depressed. Hamlet becomes very sad because of the fact that his mother has married Claudius. Okay, I had discussed all of these things in the class as well. His mother had married Claudius, Gertrude had married Claudius, and the people in Denmark were very frustrated. The people in Denmark were very, they were very sad because Gertrude was, okay, the ideal wife for King Hamlet. And after the death of the king, the wife actually just, married Claudius in less than a month. So it was very shocking and frustrating for everybody. Okay. And Hamlet became very sad. Hamlet became very depressed because of this because of this callous and absolutely bad decision of Hamlet's mother. Okay. So in the very first 1-2 pages, I think the same thing is happening, right? In page number 219 as well, in page number 220 as well, we get to know that Hamlet is very sad, Hamlet is very disappointed, he is very frustrated, Hamlet is not talking with anybody, Hamlet is not listening to anybody, he is not eating food, he is not in a very good mood right now. I have told you he is really depressed, he is not taking pleasure in any activity, right? And the thing is that, how did his father die, or how did Hamlet's father die? This, up to this point, Hamlet does not have any clear answer about it. Okay, how his father actually died. But Hamlet is very sad because of two things. Hamlet is very sad in page number 100, 219, 220 and 221 because his father has died, right? This is the primary reason why Hamlet is sad. Another reason is that Hamlet's mother has remarried, means married once again to Claudius. So these are the two reasons why Hamlet is very, very sad. And the thing is that Hamlet's mother tried to divert the attention of Hamlet. Hamlet's mother tried to know that why Hamlet is very sad, but Hamlet's mother never got this kind of information that why Hamlet has become depressed all of a sudden. Okay. So the next important thing that you should know is that Claudius tried to circulate a false message amongst everybody. Claudius tried to circulate or tell everyone that the king had died because of a bite of a snake, because of snake bite. Claudius told everyone that the late king, means King Hamlet, had died because of a snake bite. Okay, this is in page number 221. Okay, but Hamlet was very suspicious. Hamlet had some kind of an idea that maybe, just maybe, Claudius has done this murder. Okay, but Hamlet was not sure, Hamlet was not certain. Okay, okay, now I'm going to discuss what is the next most important thing. I told you everybody that Hamlet was very sad to think about what his own mother had done. Okay, and I had told this thing in the class that even if your mother does the same thing in your family, that after your father's death, if your mother marries somebody, so it's going to become very sad for you. So in Hamlet's case, nothing is different. The same thing is happening. Okay, now the thing is that Hamlet made an educated guess that maybe Claudius has done that thing, but Hamlet actually did not know whether his mother was involved or not. Okay, Hamlet did not know whether his mother was involved or not. Now the next important thing what happens is that it happens in page number 222, right? A rumor in Bengali is called a gujob, right? A rumor came to the ears of Hamlet that a ghost has been sighted, means a ghost has been seen. Ghost in Bengali means a bhoot, right? So a ghost has been seen. Okay, and whose ghost is it? Whose ghost has been seen? The rumor tells that it's the ghost of the late king, means it's the ghost of King Hamlet, his father. Hamlet's his father. So Hamlet becomes very interested in this piece of news. Hamlet becomes very interested. He thinks that what has happened? My father's ghost has come back. So I need to talk with my father's ghost. Okay. So Hamlet goes to talk with his father's ghost. All right. So the thing is that uh, Hamlet thought that, why has his father's ghost come back, right? Hamlet thought, why has his father's ghost come back? Maybe his father's ghost wants to tell something to Hamlet. Maybe his father's ghost wants to communicate with Hamlet. So Hamlet wanted to know what his father's ghost was trying to tell him, right? So he went to meet with his father's ghost, with his father's spirit. When Hamlet, first of all, and this thing you should know, that Hamlet went to meet with his father's spirit when there was Horatio with him, right? He did not talk with the spirit in the presence of Horatio, but actually Horatio was there in that particular place, as was a person named as Marcellus. Okay, Marcellus was one of the guards. So Marcellus, Horatio, both of them accompanied Hamlet, okay, to that place where the ghost was last seen. So when Hamlet first of all saw the ghost, right? When Hamlet first of all saw the ghost, Hamlet became very surprised and afraid. This is in page number 223. When Hamlet first saw the ghost, Hamlet became very surprised and afraid. He actually asked for heaven's protection. He asked for the protection of the gods, right? He asked that please somebody help me, please somebody protect me. He was very afraid of the ghost. He did not know whether the spirit was having good intentions or bad intentions. He did not know whether the spirit was actually a good spirit or bad spirit. Okay, and but he wanted to talk, right? Hamlet wanted to talk with his father's ghost. The father's ghost was also, just having a kind of body language which made it apparent to Hamlet that the father's ghost was also willing to talk. Okay, The father's ghost was behaving in such a way that Hamlet knew that his father's ghost wanted to talk with Hamlet. Okay, so Hamlet addressed his father, Hamlet talked with his father, and he asked his father that why have you come back from the grave? Grave means kobor in Bengali. Why have you come back from the grave? Why have you come to meet me? What do you want to say? Okay. Now the thing is that the ghost told Hamlet that we should go to a place where there is nobody, right? We should go to an isolated place where there is no one there. Okay, so the ghost told Hamlet that we should not talk here, okay, because there are many people at this point of time. We should go to a far away place where there is nobody except us. Okay, now the thing is that when Hamlet and Hamlet's father's ghost were together, Hamlet's father's ghost told Hamlet the entire truth. Okay, Hamlet's father's ghost told Hamlet that who had murdered him, who had killed the king. Okay, so the father's ghost told Hamlet that it was Claudius, right? It was Claudius who had committed the murder, right? It was Claudius who had committed the murder. And how was the murder committed? This portion also is important. Questions can come from here. How was King Claudius murdered? So one day in the afternoon time, okay, King Claudius was actually sleeping in his garden. বাগানে ঘুমোচ্ছিলেন, right? King Claudius was sleeping in his garden, and Claudius, the brother of the brother of the king, actually came near the king and poured in Bengali means dhala, poured the henbane juice into the ears of King Hamlet. So just imagine this thing. King Hamlet was sleeping, right? Claudius came near the chair of King Hamlet and poured, means dhallo, the poisonous henbane juice into the ears of the king, right? And the juice just went inside the ears of the king and spread to the whole body, right? Thereby killing the king. Okay, so the king lost three things at the same time. First of all, the king lost his queen, right? Means King Hamlet lost his queen, means he lost Gertrude. Second of all, he lost his own life, right? Means he dead. And third, actually, he lost his kingdom. Okay, he lost his kingdom, means he lost Denmark. He was no longer king after the death. And after saying this thing, actually, after saying this thing, the ghost told Hamlet that now it was the duty and responsibility of Hamlet to take revenge. Okay, to take revenge for the death and for the murder of the king. So the ghost told Hamlet that it is your number one duty right now to take revenge. Because if you do not take revenge, then you will not be considered a good son. You have to take revenge. You have to kill Claudius. But do not harm your mother. Do not do anything to your mother. Do not kill or do not injure or do not do anything bad to Gertrude. Just you take revenge against your uncle. Just you take revenge against Claudius. And after getting to know this kind of a thing from his father's ghost, Hamlet became even more depressed. I had told you at the beginning of this video and in the class as well that Hamlet from the very beginning was depressed after knowing that his father had died. So after getting to know this information that his father has given him a duty, that he has to take revenge, after getting this responsibility, Hamlet became even more depressed, even more sad, even more anxious and stressed out. Okay, but Hamlet took a pledge. Hamlet made an oath. Okay, Dhrida Pratigya. Hamlet just made a resolution that he will not enjoy anything until and unless the murder was accomplished. Means until and unless he can take the revenge. He will not read any books. He will not be happy. He will not pretend to be happy. He will not enjoy anything in life until and unless he can murder Claudius and get back his revenge. Okay, so now we are in page number 226, and at this point of time Hamlet is again very depressed, Hamlet is again very sad. Okay, the thing is that Hamlet right now decided that he cannot make other people know what is going on in his mind. Okay, Hamlet at this point of time thought that if other people actually knew that I was thinking about revenge, then those people would prevent me from getting the revenge. Okay, so he pretended to be actually mad. All right, he pretended to be actually mad. But the thing is that the king and queen thought that Hamlet was mad and depressed because of his intense and ardent and means totally means full love of Ophelia. Right? Who is Ophelia? Ophelia is the lover of Hamlet, and Hamlet loved Ophelia very much. So Hamlet's mother thought that Hamlet is very sad because Hamlet is very sad and excited because he is in love with Ophelia. Like people who are in love, they are they are very hyper all the time, right? They are very full of attitude. They are very moody all the time, right? So Hamlet's mother thought that something is wrong in the relationship between Hamlet and Ophelia, so that's why Hamlet is sad. But after some time, this situation will be solved, right? That's what Hamlet's mother thought. So who is Ophelia? Ophelia is a very beautiful girl, right? Ophelia is a very beautiful girl. She is the daughter of Polonius, who was the king's chief counselor, means king's chief advisor. So now the next important thing is that Hamlet tried to ignore Ophelia from now on. Okay, from now on Hamlet just tried to ignore Ophelia. So whenever Hamlet saw Ophelia, he would not talk with her. Okay, so Hamlet ignored Ophelia a lot right now. Now everybody right now, yeah, see, Hamlet tried to ignore Ophelia. Ophelia did not understand what was wrong with Hamlet, but Hamlet thought that it is best to totally ignore Ophelia. But from time to time, Hamlet would just write some letter to Ophelia to let her know that he still loved her. Okay, but other than that, he totally just ignored her, totally blocked her from his life. Okay, now Hamlet wrote a letter to Ophelia, right? Telling her that he still loved her but also pretending to be very mad. So Ophelia dutifully showed the letter to her father. Ophelia was a good daughter, so she showed the letter to her father. Okay, and the father gave the letter to the king and queen. All right, and from then onwards, the king and queen got to know, although this is false, but got to know that Hamlet was mad because of love. Right? Hamlet was mad because of love. But actually, Hamlet was not mad and depressed because of love. Okay, Hamlet was mad and depressed because of his circumstance, of his situation in life. Okay, that his father had been murdered by Claudius, his mother had again married the new king. So because of these things, Hamlet was very disappointed, frustrated, and depressed also. Okay, but Hamlet wanted to take the revenge. Hamlet wanted to kill Claudius. Hamlet wanted to take revenge as soon as possible. But how can he take revenge, first of all? How can he take revenge? Because Claudius right now is the king, isn't it? And Claudius is surrounded by guards 24/7, right? Claudius is surrounded by guards all the time. So how can he take revenge? This is the number one problem. Second problem is that Claudius is married to Hamlet's mother. So if Hamlet takes the revenge and kills Claudius, what is going to happen to Hamlet's mother? Means it would disturb the life of Hamlet's mother, right? And Hamlet cannot do that. As a son, as a good son, Hamlet cannot do that. Hamlet cannot do something which will cause suffering to his own mother. So what will Hamlet do? This is now a very difficult moment for Hamlet. So what will he do? Will he take the revenge or will he not take the revenge? Okay. So this is the thing. And I'm going to upload another video in which I'm going to read line by line. Okay. For the rest of the play, for the rest of the story, I'm going to just read line by line. So I'm ending this video right now.